Are you a GTDer? Are you somebody who likes to get things done? Well, today I'm going to show you how to use those tags that we have in OneNote to get more done. So stay with me. Hi everyone, I'm Crystal from A Crystal Clear Life, where we focus on planning, organizing, and living a more simplified life. And today I'm all excited because I love the tags feature in OneNote, and today I want to show you that you can do even more with tags. So this is very exciting for me because tags is something that I absolutely love. I love customizing my tags and making them exactly what I need them to be. And I love the tag summary feature that OneNote has. So let's get into the computer and I will show you what I'm talking about. Okay, you can see here on my January inbox and notes page, this is just a blank page usually in my planner where I do my brain dumps weekly. I come in and, anything that's on my mind, I use my trigger list to get me thinking about things that might need to be done. And I kind of go down through the trigger list and make a list of things that are on my mind that I know will need to be accomplished, okay? And I use the tags feature that OneNote has to be able to mark those items so that they end up on the appropriate GTD or getting things done list. Now, for those of you who may not know what GTD is or getting things done, it is a productivity book that was written by David Allen, and I'll put a link in the description below for you. And it's just a fabulous book. It's very common sense. It's very, kind of planning like your brain would like to plan kind of method. And I really like that. And it's something that I really have picked up on over the past couple years. And the more that I use this methodology, the better I like it. I've also integrated it here with OneNote using the tags feature, which doubles the pleasure for me because nothing has been falling through the cracks lately. And that's just absolutely wonderful. So let's take a look at my January inbox and notes page, and I want to talk to you about a few things that are on there. So like I said, this is where I do my weekly or bi-weekly or just basically start a list and keep adding to it, if I'm going to be honest with you, a place to write thoughts that I have. The inbox is always the first place that I come to. Or sometimes I will write notes like this on my weekly page if it just happens to be the page that's in front of me. But let's take a look at some of these things over here on the brain dump list that I started at the beginning of the month. Let's zoom into that area so that you can see that. Okay, so I have a list of brain dump items here listed that was started on January the 9th of this year. And you see, I have things like make a mammogram appointment because one of the items on my trigger list was, are there any upcoming doctor's appointments that you need to make? And I thought, yeah, it's the beginning of the year and we women have to take care of ourselves. So I will make my mammogram appointment and my eye doctor appointment. I have not done those things yet, but I'll get to it. As you come down, you see where it says make additional donations for church. You'll notice that has 2 checkboxes next to it. What do those checkboxes mean? Well, remember I told you that I have kind of customized my tags to be specific to what I need? Well, let's hover over that tag, and as I hover over that first tag, you see the green one is an action item, okay? That means it's something that I need to get done. The second one that I hover over says at the computer. That now puts some context onto that action item. When I make an additional donation to church, I have to be at the computer because I do it online through the church's website. So that lets me know if I sit down and look at my list of things to do at the computer, making a donation is there. I also know that it is one of my next action items. Let's go down a little bit farther. Here's another one. Write and mail thank you notes. Now, the first checkbox is an action item. It's something that I need to definitely get done this month. But the second one is an errand. And the reason that I have it marked as an errand is because when I leave the house, I have to go to the post office to put these thank you notes in the mail. So I've double tagged that item again so that it will occur on multiple lists, okay? All right, let me show you what I'm talking about, these lists, for those of you who may not know. So when I've created items with a tag like this, OneNote has a feature called Tag Summary. If you go up here to your home menu and you go all the way over to Find Tags, a tag summary field is going to appear on the far right-hand side of the screen. Here we go. Now this tag summary I have set to go through this entire notebook and look for any checkboxes that do not have checks in them. So anything that I have not completed, okay? So some of the things that I have completed that you see over here on the brain dump page, like find a new recipe, that's not going to show up on my tag summary because that's something that I've already done. So I don't need to do that again. All right, let's take a look at make additional donations for church over here on my tag summary. If you see, my tag summary is set up basically in alphabetical order. So at computer comes first, and down on that list it says make additional donations for church. Now, I did that already before I made this video, and I want to show you what happens when I check that box. If I check that box, you see that it made a check mark in the box on the original page, okay? Now, let's keep going and find that item again. Okay, right here under my action items, it says make additional donation for church. Now remember, I said I already did that, so when I check it on here, it checks it on the original page. It does not delete it, so it's still there as a record of what I did, but it is no longer on my active tags list, okay? And if I go down here to refresh results, it's going to go through and look all through the notebook again and give me anything that's not checked. Okay, so if I look here in action items, it's gone. And if I go up here to at computer, it's gone. So I think that's really cool that I can double tag something and have it appear on two separate lists. Because I may write the thank you note, but I haven't mailed them yet, okay? So that's why it's good to have them in both places. Or if I'm getting ready to go out and do errands on a particular day, I can look at my errands list and go, now what else do I need to do? Oh yeah, let me grab those thank you notes and put them in my purse to take with me when I go out and about today. So I think that is wonderful. But there's something else that's more exciting. I told you that I could have two tags, right? I could double tag. Well, today I want to try on screen with you live to see if I can put multiple tags on an item, okay? So let's go over here under brain dump for 12422, and I'm going to hit enter and give myself a new space. And let's just call this a test item for tags, okay? And let's say that I want to go ahead and put a tag on that. So this could be anything. This could be buy cat food. This could be, call your mom. This could be get ready for that meeting with George on Friday. This little note here could be anything, okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to go up here to our tags. I have mine up here on my quick search menu, but let me show you where it is on the home menu. Over here in the middle section of the home menu is where I have all of my tags. If I drop down this menu, you can see all of the tags that I've created. Here are all the tags that I've created. An action item, and you see it even has a shortcut key, Control-1. To do at the computer, a garden task, a regular to-do task, a call or text that needs to be made, a card or mail that needs to go out, that's a physical piece of mail, to buy, errands to run, anything that I want to research or learn more about, a budget task, a CCL task, meaning for Crystal Clear Life. CUMC tasks are my church. And then here it gets into more of those GTD kinds of things. So a waiting on list, that's anything that I have either delegated to someone else or an order that I have out or something that's on loan to somebody that I'm waiting for it to come back to me. Okay? A someday maybe list, which is here in orange. Those are great ideas that I might have, but I don't have time to do them right now, but I don't want them to get lost. So I'm putting them in my trusted source in my someday maybe list. Things to discuss with my husband and my daughter. And then items that are deferred. Now, you know, we all get these wonderful projects that we want to get started on, and then something happens. We either run out of resources or we run out of time or priorities change. And so those projects end up getting deferred. So I wanted to create a tag that would notify me about anything that I needed to defer for a later time. Then down farther below, you also see some of the regular things that come with OneNote, meeting notes, contacts, calls, etc., etc. Those kinds of things that you see there. I think of those things as kind of reference items, books to listen to, music to listen to, all of those kinds of things. And so I kind of leave those there. They don't have a checkbox with them because it's not something that I actively need to do, okay? But that doesn't mean that they won't show up in my tags if I need them to. All right. Now that I've explained to you what the tags are and how they can be customized with all of these checkboxes, let's add some things to that test item for tags, okay? All right, so let's come over here and say this test item should be, let me go back and bring my tags up for you. Let's say we want it to be an action item because it's something that we've got to do, okay? But let's say it's also something that I need to buy. So I'm going to put to buy beside it as well. Let's say that it's also something that I need to discuss with my husband because maybe it's a larger purchase and I need to check with him before I spend too much money. Let's say it might also be something that I need to do at the computer because maybe what I'm purchasing is at the computer. Well, there's 4 tags so far. Let's try one or 2 more. Let's see if we can push the limits. Let's say that we also want to say that it's something for the business, Crystal Clear Life, and that means it might also be something that we have to budget for, okay? So you see right now I have 6 different things that this test item for tags could be under to trigger my mind to let me know that's something that I don't want to forget, okay? Let's jump back over to our tag summary. If you look really quickly at the computer section, you don't see a test item for tags. When I refresh this results page, remember I'm checking this entire notebook for anything that's not complete. We're going to make sure that that test item shows up in all of our tag categories. Okay, here we go. At the computer, a test item for tags. Yay! An action item, a test item for tags. There it is. A budget item, a test item for tags. CCL task, test item for tags. Discuss with my husband, a test item for tags. And something to buy, a test item for tags. So there you go. Using multiple tags puts the to-do item, the thing you got to remember, the stuff, on multiple lists so that you always have it in front of you. I just think that that is absolutely fabulous. Now, I can't imagine a task that I would need to have on more than 6 lists, but you might come up with something in whatever you're using tags for. So just keep this in mind. You can multiple tag an item to put it on multiple lists to help you get things done. Well, thanks for joining me today. This has been a lot of fun. I love it when I find new details and new things that I can add to my knowledge about OneNote already. And doing multiple tags is one of those things. Thanks for joining me today. And if you found value in anything that we've talked about today, please give me a like or a thumbs up. That really will help out our channel. And also, if you haven't considered, please consider subscribing to our channel. We post videos usually on Friday and some Tuesdays for quick tips. And here's hoping that you can live a more simplified and organized life through better planning with OneNote and tags. Okay, until next time. Okay, bye.